Some gods break to Runeswick, we all know a blight. We've lost and we're taken from all walks of life. No matter your tale, no matter your home, we all are wayward souls. We drink and we fight, it's all in good fun. The Kraken we serve, he all makes us one. We sweat and we bleed, neath the blistering sun, until the day is done. There's wind in our sails, the past at our backs. We're quick to throw hands when our foes attack. With arms at our side, our sword in our gun, our guile will not waver until we have won. Though our histories differ, our presence the same. We all had our places we needed to flee. Now we are your tale, now we are your home. We all are wayward souls.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? We are back with another episode. Music is starting, and I wasn't expecting it to. Of Wayward Souls. How is everybody doing? How are you wonderful players doing?
How are you doing?
How are you doing? I got asked that recently. Like, we had an NPC that was like, "You're in one." No, we haven't. I'm saving the stereotypical pirate voice for the most stereotypical pirate.
Dope.
Why is your music starting? This is not what I asked for. Where's this coming from?
So unprofessional.
Weird. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where that was coming from, but anyway, as we last left off, Snazzy, tell us what happened last week, briefly.
Okay, so we, I'm forgetting names. The dude who wanted my sword. The Griffin, was, telling us how we can get into the back ends. He pulled me and Malachi aside, and they want us to murder someone. And if we leave town without doing it, our tickers will explode. We had a run-in with Jack O'Connell. He was as much of a dick as ever. And he turned into rats, and that's not good. And there were other guards, and we beat them, and then Jack escaped. And then we found a tunnel to the back ends, and we went in, and we heard a noise, and he sounded kind of clickery, and it was a crystal man, and that's where we are.
Appreciate you, buddy. You're forgetting the most important parts. I jumped into a bush.
Oh yeah, Duckney's Cornelian went into a bush.
Duckney's Cornelian. That's a version of his name. All right.
I'm only going by that now.
Yes. He is Duckney's Cornelian. But yes, as you all paid Simon very handsomely, or specifically Duquesne, you have been given a guide in a way into the back ends, as it's been blocked off by the Iron Ward, a gang made up of the former guard, or those that believe in the cause of Old Concordia. They seem to be taking over the back ends, best to your knowledge, and would not let you in through the main gate. However, there is one other way, through a series of old, closed-off mine shafts and caves. However, they are arcane crystal caves. Residuum, Rift Shard, and Titan Shard can be found down here, as well as those who are afflicted with crystal blight, a disease that takes over your body slowly, and if it goes too far, can take your mind from you, turning you into a feral creature of destruction. As you were all sneaking through the cave, someone's residuum was a little reactive to the substance around, breaking your stealth. As the creature screeches and points forward. What are you all doing? As it starts lumbering forward towards you.
I can't see the map.
Yeah, we're still
Yeah,
outside
we
the
can't
cave.
see it.
Why
Yeah.
did it put you here? No!
Oh my god. Oh.
Jeepers
Wow.
Christ.
Holy shit.
That's screaming.
Just
Everything
guttural.
is
Dying.
okay.
The re-screech.
Ooh, hold on, I gotta do a measurement here real quick.
I'm gonna leave.
He just raises his shield and like takes a step
I'm the
back.
farthest back. I definitely could leave.
I'm like, actually, I'm gonna leave.
Love you, kids. Bye. Mommy will pick you up later.
Enjoy the mines. Goodbye. As the creature is still just.
Fuck it. I cast hold person on it.
There's a
At
faint
s-
light
second
enough for you
level,
to see.
second level.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
I
the,
cast hold person on it.
what's the DC on that?
Wisdom 15.
I didn't realize that that's possible. It is walking forward and just kind of looking in your general direction. Its one visible eyes, crystals have overtaken most of its face as it lumbers forward. It just it stops moving, twitching as it does.
I don't know.
Now what?
Damn it!
No.
Do I punch it?
No, don't.
Maybe we
touch
can
it.
just sneak by it.
Is there how much room is there on either side of this thing?
Oh,
5
that sounds
foot.
cute.
5 foot.
I could
Probably
always
more
throw
easy.
my rock to it, distract them.
Sneak our way through the entire mine.
I cast a spell on it.
How long does it last?
Is that it saying?
Yeah, it screeches, makes weird kind of shattered guttural noises, and speaks.
It's paralyzed for the duration. Blah blah blah. It says up to 1 minute.
We need to go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He just slinks around it.
There's another one.
And do we see those? Do we
There's
see all?
another one.
As you look to your right, everybody, what's your dark vision look like?
60 feet.
60
0.
feet.
All right,
60 feet.
we're
60 feet.
hold on.
120 feet.
I'm gonna do this. Darkness imprisoning me.
I'm gonna say
always.
which true sight.
I got rat vision.
Rat peepers.
Rat vision.
my coat gives me an extra 60
Yeah.
feet, so I'm 120 feet.
Damn.
Rat vision.
It's dark.
Perceive.
Whoa.
You perceive
Whoa.
all rat.
Let me turn my
That's-
torch on.
It's dope.
I'm leaving. I don't want to go through here.
Oh,
This color scheme makes me think of Sid's bedroom in Toy Story, like when the toys are all evil and stuff.
Livy, you are a toy.
Yeah, I am a
Specific
toy.
You are a
So-
toy.
So
Actually, you know, hold on. I'm gonna do this because
the
it is-
residuum is
Whoa.
sitting in the
No.
right, right?
Ooh, aesthetic.
My
Very
retinas.
vaporwave.
It's very
My
colorful.
retinas.
Residuum's in a bag.
Yes.
It's still got arc too, though, unfortunately. How far away is this one? Holy shit!
there's ooh, like right
Residuum
there.
is in a bag of holding. Yes.
We did not get
Okay.
any rest, right, between our last fight.
Nope.
Nope.
Great.
As you would look forward, and the only one noticing this is Mint, but her not being here, I will kind of.
I have control of her. I don't know
Yeah.
if you care.
I do. Her would point out that you would see this individual, similar to the one that you cast Hold Person on, fused into the crystals in the wall, and just there, not resting, but just kind of dormant. Same with the ones
Ooh,
off
like
to
a
your
clicker.
right. Just
Hmm.
laying in a bed of crystal. You know, I'll even like.
I lean to Duquesne to whisper to him, "Which way are we supposed to be going?"
Who's right behind me?
Nobody. You're in the back.
I lean over to the crystal guy. Which way are we supposed to be going?
I hate you.
Hello.
Fuck.
A coin?
I just look at everyone and I sort of point in each direction, sort of ask them which direction they want to go.
I feel like
I make sure to put my hand in like a lowered motion to like quiet.
I feel like left. That way. Left.
I look at Magnus and then I look at my own armor. Well, no, well,
what
no.
choice do we have?
The thing is, we have to be quiet, but we're not exactly.
No.
Oh, sneezed.
Thank you for the sneeze right in my face.
I looked away. I fully turned around. I can't help it.
How long does that
It wasn't
There's
spell
somebody
last?
in here with us. They're
A
sneezing.
minute.
We should get going then. I would like to take a action or bonus action to hide in the shadows.
You know what? For the sake of the fact that I sneezed in your face, you hear a sneeze from the left. As it echoes, just a
Come on!
All right, then we're going left.
Yes, it is
We're
then.
going towards the sneeze.
The new lift is the
I guess we try to be as quiet as possible.
make
I
a stealth
hope.
check.
Oh, great.
Man, where's a ranger when you need it?
Right? Jeez.
Would be
Why
nice.
couldn't
Yeah.
Duquesne be a ranger?
Okay.
Fine, let me just change real quick.
A 26 for me.
26.
18 for Flint.
Okay.
I got 17.
Okay.
21 for Gadon.
Okay.
I got a 12.
All right.
I got a 10.
Okay.
17.
Yoicks.
All right. Can somebody roll for mint, please?
Holy fuck, bring out the rear.
I don't have her modifier. I don't know.
You'd have everybody has access to everybody's character sheets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uno momento.
Duquesne go.
You're in the pack.
Stuck in there.
You're
I see it.
You're right here.
Oh my god, her sheet is blinding. Mint rolled a 14.
All right. So everybody who rolled 15 and above, you can move yourself up 20 feet. Past, I think it's starting from Malachi. So like you can move yourself up past this boy here. Everybody who rolled below
Now it's
15.
my turn.
Wait, what did I say for mint? I'm brain dead. What?
I didn't hear
14.
it.
Everybody who
14.
Okay, she's
rolled
back here.
below 15, I will just put you all right here. As you begin creeping up through the cave, trying to be as quiet as possible, each of you begin hugging the cavern walls just a little more, trying to stay away from the creature that is embedded in the walls. Those of you that pass, that observe the creature, if any of you do, anybody take time to look at it, or do you just go past it?
I'll take a
I'll
gander.
look at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would see what is supposed to be the eye slowly moving as it's just kind of looking around. Not at you, not watching you, not following you, but just looking.
Kind of just absent scanning.
Yeah. As you all begin pushing forward and around the corner, those of you that are on the other side of the creature, I need an additional stealth check.
God, I have advantage.
Wow. I rolled a 20 and a 19. No
My
shit.
first one was a 1.
Hell yeah.
But now my final score is 28.
19.
18 for Mint and 15 for me.
Okay.
There's 21 for Magnus.
The three
17.
the three of you creep by, absolutely no problem, catching up with the rest of the group and making your way down the cave even further. This cave is dark. The small amount of light that the crystals give off is not helping the deeper the deeper you go in. Who is leading the pact?
Will.
Question.
Yes.
When I lived in the mountains,
Mhm.
did I ever go into like caves like this? Not like crystal caves, but like just complex caves.
Not super complex caves. Like a lot of those caves are like they're like bear caves, small little caves that like go into the mountain and then they go down a bit and out of the mountain. Like they're not winding and twisting. A lot of the ones in
Okay.
Verdulia are very, very simple as far as caves go.
Easy enough.
But do Kane know stories about this particular cave?
Make a history check.
Oh boy. A modifier.
Well,
That's a 15.
you're aware that these caves are what is left of one of the arcane crystal mine expansions that happened after Concordia fell. They were working on connecting this to the rest of the mines, as it is much higher than all of the others. But then after the explosion and the divide being shattered, or the back ends being shattered into the divide, it is very much forgotten and usually just a place where they corral off individuals who have lost their way. Drug addicts, people who are of no use to anybody, or sometimes even bodies, they'll just kind of huck them in here. You didn't know about the feral people down here that suffer from crystal blight, but you knew that something nefarious was down here, as nobody really goes down here.
Understood.
As you
Knowing
begin-
everyone.
Go ahead.
Knowing everyone.
As you all begin creeping forward, kind of pulling around the corner, it is quiet. You can hear the sound of water leaking through the walls, or maybe a small stream moving elsewhere in the cavern. It's desolate and empty.
Crystal Bay.
Make a Constitution save, Malachi.
Oh, he's getting zapped again.
It was residual.
Eight.
You feel the energy pull as your bag almost moves in the direction of the crystal like a magnet, and you get shocked for 2 points of damage.
Did we all see that?
Oh yeah, you would all see like the bag get pulled and
Malachi, maybe bringing the residuum forward is a bit more of a hindrance than a help.
I already paid what's his face, right?
yes.
I'm like, fine, and I dumped the residuum out of the bag.
How do you dump it?
No. No.
It's about to be a huge explosion. You're gonna
Can
bring
I-
the whole
As it
I'm not anywhere near him.
No.
as it falls.
Can you let me explain what the fuck I do?
Sure.
No, you had your chance.
Sure. Go ahead.
Well,
How do
why
you
don't be
dump it?
delicate?
I'm gonna get a cloth. I'm gonna take it out and I'll
Okay.
put it down.
Okay. Okay. As you take it out, you put it down. It just sits there on the ground.
Great, are we happy? Can we go?
I'm gonna have you know, if you had it just thrown on the ground, everybody be dead right now. This entire
End campaign. Like-
yeah, like this entire cave would be gone.
Even
I hate this
to-
fucking game.
And this would be our 127 hours.
I guess we would all just die in
What
the
are we eating
explosion right
first?
there.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Probably.
this cave's all crystal. We'd all fucking explode
No.
and die. Like
No, we live.
Oh, we're built different.
The bear would.
Honestly,
The bear
actually,
would.
the bear would live.
See?
Probably,
Constructed alternative
maybe
to-
pull somebody out. Probably Uno
It's-
to kill her.
Uno to kill her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yes, you put it down gently, and as it does, you would just kind of see it rest and begin to pulse and glow, and give off a faint light.
Use that up there.
You would see another individual close to the walls, crystal all over their body. This of the same blue crystal that you see covering the ferals, but also a red crystal. Semblances of clothes can be seen all over their body as well.
Is this on a blind?
The individual
Okay.
turns and starts just walking. The sound of their walking stick clicking on the stone as they slowly make their way forward towards you.
Hello?
Their face and entire body are covered in crystal. Bits of it jutting out of their back, their head, their arms, and even their legs. You can see that their left arm comes to a point, as about halfway up the forearm, it's been shattered, and the crystal itself looks a lot rougher. They look at you for a while. They're wearing a breastplate, robes, a hood pulled over their head with holes in it for the crystal to poke through, and just kind of simple cloth wraps over certain areas of their body.
Do you
We were-
think?
Yeah, we were never told our guide's name, right? It was just
No.
we were supposed to meet them.
Yes. They,
It was it was Simon who sent us here, right?
yes.
Yeah.
They look at you up and down, each of you, one by one. I assume you are who I'm guiding.
You assume correctly.
Who hired me?
Simon.
He just waits for a minute, staring at you. He nods. What makes you want to get into the back end so badly? As he turns and starts walking.
Money I paid for was for us to get there, not to answer questions.
You cut it out a little there.
They paid to have us guided there, not to answer questions.
He nods, says nothing, and just continues walking. Just 1 second. I'm grabbing his photo. I forgot his. I grabbed a bunch of others earlier. Quickly just screenshot this. Save time. There you go.
Ooh.
As he just begins guiding you very quietly, there's a bit of a grumble coming from him after Duquesne shrugged him off, and he silently just guides you forward, saying absolutely nothing.
What's your name, sir?
I used to go by the name of Marcus. Now I am called Freak Sideshow.
Huh.
Monster. He stops, looks down the cavern, and waits a moment. Looks to you, Magnus, and only Magnus. What is your name,
Oh.
sir?
My name is Magnus.
He nods.
I have to admit, I wasn't sure if you were friend or foe at first. There's some other quite, feral crystal creatures we saw before.
Most who suffer from the affliction I do, they are gone when they reach this stage, but some survive. As he starts walking, some of you, Mint specifically, pointing out a crystal creature in the wall right beside you.
What? Where?
Oh, I see him.
Oh, shit.
As you all begin walking forward, Kadan, are you that far back?
I'm like 5 feet behind, do you know?
Okay. You would, as you're walking, you would see the creatures pull out of the wall a bit and start looking in your direction.
Everybody, it's looking at me.
Please stay close.
Motion for Kadan to get in front of me.
It starts
I s-
slowly lumbering down the corridor where you came from, just looking around, swinging in the air, hunting.
Does it work off of like scent and sound?
For the most part, as he stops and turns. It smells me. Strongest scent. So it does not want to eat its own kind. Few benefits of my affliction.
How long have you been afflicted?
When the divide happened, I was close to the blast. It's been some time now. I've gotten used. So he just stands for a moment to being this way. So he walks closer to the rock wall and looks up to the one that's more fused up to the upper wall of the cliff, almost, or upper wall of the cave, almost like he is like fused to the ceiling. Everybody go around me. I will block the way and the path. It'll smell me before it smells all of you. Just remain quiet. And I need a stealth check as everybody passes.
With advantage since he's helping us.
It just lowers the DC.
Natural 20.
Goddamn.
26.
Pat got a natural 1. You could tell.
No way, I rolled the same number twice.
I got an 8.
As
Hold on.
Dirty 20 for me.
13 for Mint, 11 for Uno.
as all of you begin to pass, Magnus, you hear your armor just creak heavily as you
You didn't even
stop.
ask me. You just assume.
Listen, you
didn't
didn't.
ask
I mean,
me.
you
I rolled.
did-
I rolled an 18,
Okay,
but then I rolled a 1.
yeah. I was gonna say you didn't deny the natural one and immediately defend yourself, and I've known you long enough to be like, yeah, that boy got a 1. There wasn't a wait.
So,
As your armor creaks, the creature just cracks and pulls its head out, looking down in your direction. Marcus leans his hand back, the kind of gnarled stump, and with the pointed edge just carves a line, leaving this crystalline residue onto your shoulder, onto your pauldron, and just gives you a nod as the creature stops looking at you and allows you to pass.
Angus hurries along. Edge, like nimbly.
Yeah.
Thank you. What'd you do to my shoulder?
When some go hunting within the jungles, they cover themselves in reptile piss to hide from the Sakar people, from their dinosaurs. I covered you in enough of a scent that it would just think you're someone less afflicted.
You pee on him?
Obviously not.
He just slowly looks at Duquesne and stares at him. Says nothing for a good 30 seconds.
Are you
And
telling
just
me you
turns
think
away.
his hand is his
Wasn't
penis,
looking
and he
at
just
you.
wiped it on my shoulder?
I was a bit ahead. I don't know. I wasn't looking.
Okay.
snail trail.
Oh. This is the point of no return. From here, it gets dangerous. Some of the creatures, the ferals, are larger.
Oh.
They will still try to fight us. They will still try to consume me. They even consume each other. If you wish to go back, now is your only time.
We are going forward.
Well, what do we need to know when fighting these creatures?
They are contagious, but not as contagious as those that are dealing with the blight, suffering from it.
Is there any particular type of weapon or damage that is most effective against them?
Think
hammer,
of them
perhaps.
like walking glass. Hammers, blunt weapons do best. They shatter.
I have a question. My expertise in fighting is with my bare hands. Is that okay?
If you break them, you might suffer the same as if you were cut by them. I'm unsure.
Una moves to the front. I still have another spell that could hold them, as well as a prayer that might let me go first. I'm at least immune to it.
Looks to you and
Oh,
just
go ahead.
nods.
If someone does become afflicted, does a simple restoration, when you catch it in its early stages, clear it up?
In its early stages, you would need great divine magic to cure it, yes. For the sake of brevity, greater restoration or above.
I would know that you could cut it off, right? Like
Yes.
the limb. Yeah, I just look at Magnus. I go, from what I've seen, cutting off the afflicted part before it reaches the rest is the most effective so far.
Oh,
That doesn't really work if you get scratched on head or chest, though.
Exactly.
With that attitude.
Which is why I'm saying let me go first. I can hopefully prevent a fight before we get into one.
okay.
The look at Magnus, but like I use. I would just refer to them as spells, right? Like,
Yeah.
I use the hold person spell you used in Tagora. So
I have that as well. I won't have lesser restoration if I use that. I have those potions, so it's not really an issue. But
would I be able to infer that the restoration wouldn't help?
I know he said a great divine. I have lesser. I don't. But I don't know.
The smaller
Sometimes-
ones, you can get around, sneak by them, break their limbs quickly, and run away. The larger ones are more of a threat. They're more hostile. I'm unsure if this whole person will work, but I would be willing to depart with some of the funds if you wish to truly turn back. I do not wish to
Do
see
the
any
big
of you
ones
killed.
hunt each other as well?
Yes.
Because if they did not, we just have to smash one and carefully carry parts around, right? Camouflage.
You could do that.
It's dangerous. Even some of the crystal dust in the air could infect you. Holding it might be a risk.
What if we wrapped it in cloth?
Don, do you want my
Hmm.
hammer for now?
I do not know how to fight with that.
No.
No.
Don doesn't really know how to fight with it either.
Marcus walks up to you, Kadan, pulling the just some cloth off of his tunic, and begins kind of wrapping your hand in the exposed areas. This should cover for the most part. It's a thick leather. It stops my crystals from puncturing.
Thank you.
He looks at each of you and nods.
Did he give us his name?
Marcus.
Marcus.
He gave Magnus his name.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Sorry, did
Yeah.
we hear it?
Oh yeah, like there's even if he whispered, you'd still hear it. It's a very
Okay.
echoey cave.
Continue.
Do you all choose to go forward?
Hell yeah.
Already come this far.
We don't really have a choice.
Leave it, son.
It's either come this way or don't go into the back ends, I'm assuming.
I don't even remember what we're doing over there, man.
I mean, you could ask Marcus. Like Marcus is basically giving you this time to talk, ask questions,
Oh.
because from here forward, it's bad, and it's like a, you know, the population is thicker as you go deeper in, so it's gonna be harder and harder to speak, and so he's giving you this time to like ask questions. get the small talk out of the way, or turn
Will we
back if
be
you
able
want to.
Before we push forward, would we be able to take like half a minute break? Not half minute, half hour break.
I don't see why not. I'm not
Marcus.
paid by the hour. I could.
I will cover whatever difference.
Are we taking a half hour or full hour?
You could sleep overnight
Or
here for
would-
all I care. As he sits down on a rock.
Take a long rest. Take a long rest right now.
Just fully.
Why not?
Because he's paid by the job. He's not paid by the hour. So he's already gotten his money.
My
Why
goodness.
wouldn't we long rest?
My name is Uno. Is this the only way into the back ends?
There's the gate. You could go through the sewers if you had enough explosive. Most of the
It's-
sewers that lead into the back ends are caved in horrendously. It would take days to blow through it all without caving in the sewers.
So impossible.
A quick question. If, hypothetically, if we were to throw residuum at you or a similarly afflicted individual, would they blow up?
Yes. But not because of what we're made of, but because of the residuum. Residuum is
Gotcha.
incredibly volatile and unstable.
Well, it is something you do not want to try out. We have got first-hand example of it.
Just food for thought.
Marcus,
But
is
I
there
think
anything that helps you with your affliction?
I feel no pain anymore. My only issue is the weight of what grows out of my back. It makes it hard to walk sometimes. It caused my leg to collapse and fall apart a few years ago. It's like wearing 3 or 4 suits of your armor, Mr. Magnus. It's incredibly heavy.
Could we not shave Crystal down for you, make it lighter?
I shave it down from time to time, but it takes a very, very sharp set of tools in order to do that without hurting me.
Is he gonna rest with us?
He sits.
I was gonna say help him sit. So we're doing a short rest?
I think a short rest is all we can afford because we just have so much to do in like the next day and a half.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
quite the time crunch.
Yeah.
If you wish to get into the back ends without going through the caverns, you could make your way through the gate.
The guards are being assholes.
You could always fight them, kill them. You would just not gain any favors with the Iron Ward. It would cause issue in the back ends itself, but almost everybody there has issue with the Iron Ward.
His Iron Ward respects honorable battle.
He kind of looks at you, seems to be confused.
They're a gang, Kadan. No.
Thugs. They're thugs who like to style themselves as law and order, when in reality they're just school-ground bullies looking for lunch money.
I understand they are gang, but sometimes there is honor among these thieves.
The only one that understands honor is the Iron Hammer. The Warden
guessing
is
that-
large thug. His personal bodyguard.
Hmm.
Heard stories about him.
So we risk battle with Iron Ward when we already have Argos coming after us.
And again, I paid for all of you, so
If you choose to leave now, I would give some semblance of the money back. Not all
Yeah,
of it,
semblance,
because I need to eat.
Right. But we're not going to
That
go
is
back,
fair.
right?
I don't think we really have choice. I think this is dangerous, but probably better than having another gang come after us.
That is the spirit, Asta.
They're
I don't know Mint's hit dice. I cannot roll for her.
they're not
A
on-
D8. A D8
It
for
should just
druids.
be D8, but yeah, they should be on the sheet though.
No, it won't let me roll them. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Over the course, while everyone's resting, I would like to cast Find Familiar.
Okay. As Marcus talks, as you cast that, to ease your mind, Iron Ward do not leave their little sanctuary. They stay within the back ends because they know every other gang or crew could wipe them out if they banded together. So they stay beyond their wall, where they're safe. For you to piss them off, upset them, it wouldn't cause you issue anywhere but the back ends. I understand your worry, especially looking at someone who has suffered from a blight like them, as he looks down the cave.
I mean, your gems look very nice, though.
He smiles and just, thank you. It's been a long time since I've been complimented on my appearance.
They're very nice. Oh, my name is Asta, and I'll start tearing into one of my dragon steaks.
I'll give him one of my rations if he'll take it.
He takes it. And he like very slowly eats it. As he chews, you would see like cracks forming in his jaw.
Ow. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to miss the Vanguard's burial of Aaron.
What time of day is it when we came in here?
Like
It's like the afternoon.
It's like it's like afternoon. It's like dinner time almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably gonna miss it.
Yeah.
I told them I would be there.
I'm sure they'll understand. A lot has been happening in a very short time.
I just feel bad.
Can always stop by after, even if they're not there.
Was this somebody you lost? A friend?
Yes. We just started getting to know him. He is part of our crew, and he died defending one of us.
Did he die well? Honorably?
No.
No. He was robbed of his life. In an unfair bout.
Marcus looks sad. He stands up. I will get you through that gate. Come. Rest. Follow me.
He's backtracking?
through the Iron Ward gate.
He nods.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Is after we finish a short rest?
Yeah. I wouldn't want any damage to come to you. It's painful, I know.
As he leads, he just gets very quiet. Mint and what's everyone's passive perception?
13.
12.
14.
13.
Okay.
11.
So 14 and above, you would notice as he begins to walk ahead, there are small little red and blue crystals, little like tiny ones on the ground, coming from him. These little like they drop and they come. You're not sure where they're coming from as he's ahead of you, but they're dropping and just hitting the ground. They're like maybe the size of a penny, if not smaller.
It's a rather large chunk.
Are you okay, Mr. Barkus? You're speaking.
She doesn't say anything. Keeps guiding you.
Oh my god. Sorry, didn't mean to go that far. Just trying to go back to get mint.
Oh,
Frozen.
can I post a picture in Discord of what my familiar looks like?
Of course.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I want to perceive. I love familiars. I love that shit.
Nice.
Oh.
He's got an eye patch.
As you summon this small owl with a cape and an eye patch and a little bandana.
This is Clipper.
Oh, what does he do?
So many cool things.
Oh.
Fly.
Oh, I can
Is-
fly. Well, not right now.
That is normal for owl. Does it do? Yes.
Well, I can see through its eyes.
That is
Oh.
pretty cool.
That is cool, yes.
As he leads you through the cave,
It's
back
not
out the
nice,
door you
yes.
came, he kind of guards himself as the sun hits his eyes.
Are you okay? Are you sure you should be out here?
I'll be fine. So he takes a small wooden mask, very crudely carved of a human face, out of his pocket and puts it over his face. He
It
begins.
doesn't cover the rest of his crystal.
He begins taking out of a small pouch these wrappings, and he begins covering up his arms and
I will
putting a
help him
cloak
if he
over his.
accepts.
Yeah, he would help accept the help as he puts a large leather cloak over his back and almost makes. He just kind of looks like a hunchback with a stick.
Oh, that's much better.
I also press to digitize the dust off of Magnus, just in case, just to be safe.
Sure. As each of you wait with him, he turns and just touches your arm, tucking his cane into his little stump to lean on, and then touches your arm, Gadon. I missed the funeral with my brother. Not by blood, but by battle. I was sick, barely able to move. My entire body felt like a shattered mirror. Losing this soldier, losing someone you care about that you fought alongside, can hurt, no matter how long you fought with them. It's important that you're there. So I will get you through the gate.
Thank you.
He nods.
That means a lot to me.
You have some kind of reputation with the Iron God.
He looks at you and kind of stops for a minute and then just nods, his expression hidden under the wooden mask.
Oh, okay.
What
Let's
time
get you up there.
is your funeral?
They said sundown, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sundown.
Would you like to go before?
Is it almost sundown?
It's like dinner time. So like not quite. You still have like a good handful of hours, but you'd be cutting it close.
Would I be able to get in by after you all get through?
The gate will be open.
I can stay over here and do errands things. And then be there for the funeral. And you all can go into the back ends and help us to
Where are you heading?
the gardens.
The gardens. No,
Uh,
in the back ends. Where are
Oh.
you trying to go?
Trying to find someone that looks like me.
He sells spice.
Oh, Deacon.
We're not.
As he pulls out a map and he just begins drawing with his finger, and like you see this like blue, almost purple dust drawing on the page. He shakes it off as it kind of piles onto the steps, and then he hands it to Kadan, and he just kind of has the paper spread taut. Could you hold this?
Yes.
As he takes another page out of his pouch, a piece of charcoal, and he smears it, breaking the charcoal all over the page. He puts it on top, face down, of the page he hands you, Kadan. He mutters a small incantation as the page bursts with light, and then he hands you 2 charcoal maps that are identical.
Oh,
Maps of the back ends?
Maps of where to get to Deacon, only.
All right. Now,
Oh.
follow-up question. This is the important one. Kadon can't read, but can he read a map?
It's it's just a drawing.
Okay.
It's a bunch of little buildings. There's a big thing that you can tell is the wall, a small path, a big hole that with an X through it. For those of you that can read, it says "Don't go here." It says "Follow the path along the side. Go to the burned church," and that is where Deacon is.
I just
Oh,
point
that's-
out to Kadan real quick since he said he couldn't read. That says don't go there. So he knows.
That is a good thing you said that.
Yes, I suppose that's not X marks the spot.
You okay there?
I'm fine.
He pulls a coin pouch out.
Oh, no, I insist you keep it.
He
I
begins
don't
counting
care
slowly,
about the money.
and then he hands you 75% of what you paid.
oh,
You're a very nice man, Marcus.
Marcus,
I'm gonna give
want you to
him
have it
some of my
all,
leftover
please.
rations from the jungle trip. If they're still good.
Oh yeah, they still be
In
okay.
exchange.
Smiles and he takes them. Thank you.
How
You said
do you
need to take
survive in
this.
put them away.
How do you survive in such a cutthroat city with being so nice?
I keep to myself, and I live in the worst neighborhood. As he kind of tries to hold back a smile as turning his face that wide hurts. You get the semblance of the people that are afflicted full body with crystal blight. They have to like shave down their body, or else the crystals, while your body moves, overlap, and that's what causes the breaking. And so his face is kind of overgrown slightly. So as he smiles, the crystals crush and move. But he,
Oh, it sounds so painful.
they don't at this stage they don't feel it. It just happens.
I know.
So,
Just sounds like it would be so painful.
yeah. It is when you're like dealing with it, when you're in the throes of the disease. It is very painful. See-
Alright, so I will stay here. You all go. I will be fine.
I suppose.
You can
Try to make it back in time.
We'll try and make it quick.
The gardens is close.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
He leads you all up these steps, past the Merchant Guild and over the bridge. A place you've all spent some time crossing over once before. You say not necessarily the exact same guards, but a good deal of them all watching the gate still, keeping it closed. The guards' number has dwindled slightly. There's now only 4 of them, as they're gathered in the center, speaking, kind of conversing, keeping an eye on people as they go by. As you all begin to walk up to the main gate, Kadan, you would head off down this side walkway towards the gardens.
Before I go,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go up to Malachi
Of course.
and just kind of like once again like away from everybody else. Like, but maybe tonight we can try that meditation I was talking about. See if that helps you at all.
Sure. Don't.
All right.
Some of you would notice, as it takes time to rest and then go up through the back ends, or go up through the old Concordia and up the steps here, you would notice a little bit of color returning to Kadan. Or not Kadan, Asta. Not back to his bright and vibrant self, but a little bit of life and energy returning to him. He doesn't look as haggard as he was.
Does his skin look different?
His skin is what most of the color returns to. The scales are still very dried out and like kind of on that verge of molting, but his skin is kind of brightened a bit. The dragon meat seems to be helping.
Did Malachi pick the residuum back up when we're going out, or did he leave it?
It's a good question, Malachi.
I left it.
Okay. I would say on the way by, just for the sake of time, you can add your residuum container with your 2 pounds in it. That is safe to carry. Okay. Walking up to this gate after Kadan walks off, Marcus, kind of keeping you guys a good distance back, turns to each of you. You outnumber them. You could overwhelm them if you wish. But I have my ways.
Well, we weren't wanting to start fights with another gang in town, so
He nods.
thank you for this.
What are you planning on doing, Marcus?
He just turns around and ignores you.
I don't like this. I don't like.
I don't like this at all. I think I know what he's about to do, and I hope I'm not right.
I have a feeling too.
He walks up to the
Crystal bomb.
guards and just beginning to talk to them. They all start kind of getting a little closer, surrounding him. You hear yelling, for those of you with at least higher than a 12 passive perception, you'd be able to pick up on them and then like berating him, berating his hunch, and then you would see the wooden mask fall onto the stone as a few of them look a little shocked. They start looking around, they look at the gate behind them, and you would see this small shimmering sparkle as Marcus's head pans from left to right as this dust illuminates in the air. You watch the 4 guards just begin as they start dropping to their knees. Marcus puts his
Okay,
hand
time
up.
to go.
Marcus puts his hand out behind him, getting you to wait as each of them start dropping one by one, coughing.
He's giving them cancer.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was gonna do. Yeah.
As Marcus takes one of the torches and starts waving it in the air, you see this little bits of spark of blue arcane energy just as the sparkle and smoke goes away. He waves you all by. You should be okay. You can open the gate now. As you see, a bit of his lip has been broken off. His lower lip.
Oh.
Did he bite his own lip to like
Yeah.
create the dust?
Yeah.
He could have gone through the mines.
You would have to fight, risk gaining an affliction you all don't deserve.
In fact, them?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I've been pushed around and hurt by them for some time now.
Yeah, no, they probably deserve it, but just like, wow, you have like a cancer breath.
This is just like the fucking cancer gun from Harley Quinn.
And that's all I was thinking of.
That's
Harley
exactly
Quinn, you
what
gave
this-
me cancer?
I just come over and I just gently touch his hand. Thank you.
He nods.
And I motion for everyone to start moving. Let's go.
Boogie.
He stops you, Malachi. I saw you had residual. You put it
Yeah.
down and left it there. What? Why were you keeping it?
Mm.
Do you want to make something with it?
That was part of the plan. It was that or money.
As everyone goes up ahead, Duquesne, you're with the group, right?
I am.
Okay. He looks over his shoulder. Flint, are you there, or are you with the group?
I'm with the group.
He looks over his shoulder to where Duquesne is, and he just looks and pulls out of his little pouch that you can now see his little pouch of holding. He can carry quite a bit in here. And he pulls out this small, about like softball size pouch. He hands it to you. This is safe to carry. Rift shard. Won't give you any disease. Safe to carry. Can explode if you wanted to. But you can make all things, you can chant things with it.
Why are you giving this to me?
He looks at everybody. Looks at you. You seem like good people.
I hope you're right.
Even if I'm wrong. There are worse people in the world.
That is true. Thank you.
He nods.
And I'll walk off.
He kind of like passes by. You would just hear like the dudes on the ground just groaning as you walk over them.
I kick one of them.
As you are walking by and through the gate, who pulls the lever, or actually, sorry, turns the wheel? It's a large kind of wooden wheel on the side of the wall in order to open the main
Oh,
gate.
fuck.
I'll do it.
I mean, Asta's kind of scrunky right now.
As you walk
Asta
over,
is scrungly right now.
as you walk over and start
It looks better.
grabbing
He does.
onto the wheel, Asta, make a strength check.
Can I assist him?
Yeah.
He'll roll with advantage?
Gee.
Is scrunkly a new condition?
Yeah.
Yeah. it always has.
Level 3 Scrunky.
Yeah, can
Yeah.
you add that to D&D Beyond? Just a condition.
Is
Scrunky.
exhausted, scrunkly.
I can't add that to D&D Beyond, but I can add that to Talespire because you can add conditions and stuff now. Because
Nice.
they've added the ability to add character sheets, and once I figure out how they work, then you guys don't need a fucking Chrome extension. Your character sheets can just be in here, and then we can just update them. Because there's a D&D Beyond thing that you can connect them to. I don't know how it works.
That would be nice.
Level 2 scrunkly.
But yeah, I can add Scrunkly as a condition.
It doesn't do anything. It's just a way to describe you.
Yeah, it's just a blanket like terms to say like dirty, fucked up, or
Scrunkly are you?
At level 5, Scrunky is just Grizzlack.
Yeah. What was your role, Asta?
23.
As you kind of begin pulling and Uno helping you, the two of you pull down this massive wheel. It's meant for like a large person or a couple people to do as you start turning. It eventually gets momentum with the two of you going as the gate slowly raises enough for you all to get through. Now, I will preface this by saying, did I build all of the divide? No. I did try. And it gave me an aneurysm.
Oh no.
So you guys are just going to get a section of the map you need to go to. I apologize.
Aye.
Got
Good enough
it.
for us.
How
I'm wondering.
fucking
Don't
dare you
worry.
not finish
Don't
an
worry.
entire
Uno's
map.
Uno's kid leashing everyone.
Alright.
No one goes more than
baby
10 feet
Bjorn.
away from me.
I'm off
Except for
leash. Let's
Duquesne.
fucking go.
He can go wherever he wants.
Damn it.
As you all step through the gate, you would see that the road begins, a simple cobblestone tile road, similar to that of the rest. Why is there drums? Get out of here. Similar to that of the rest of Old Concordia. And then it immediately drops off. Not fallen apart, dilapidated, or untaken care of, but a huge 450-foot hole in the ground. Large cavernous spikes are jutting out of the walls as the ground and the mountain itself has been cracked and ruptured, going all the way down this backside of the mountain. The hole itself going all the way to what seems like the base of it. You see houses built into the side of this massive hole. Shattered pieces of crystal are thrown into some of the buildings above the hole, and all along the crack, you see new veins growing all throughout the hole itself. And this cavern, as it extends, gives off this blue, red, and green light, creating a slight haze in the air. A fog as you get deeper and deeper down. Rope bridges extend across different parts of the divide to allow people to cross without having to go all the way around. And remnants of the buildings that once were prominent staples, now forgotten memories, reside above on the top layer where the crack in the mountain begins. Old and burned out homes, now leftover ruins. The ground itself has a thin layer of glassed sand with large chunks of rocks, almost like walking on top of a place that was the fault of a volcanic eruption. You begin following the map instead of heading into the pathways that lead down into that massive cavern. You go immediately left up from the wall, following a simple and hastily made path that has random crates and other things thrown about. you begin to see it. Just on the very edge of the cavern itself. A number of fallen apart homes and a large, burnt, dark gray stone church. The church itself, sturdy and standing very prominently. You can see a burned out house or home akin to a manor to the right of it. That has not stood the test of time like this cathedral has. A fire enveloped the building and the surrounding area, and then the blast happened. Duquesne, you'd be aware that this manor burnt down some years ago, an old orphanage and church. The church, being made of old stone pulled up from the mines, it survived. It's worn down and falling apart, but it isn't rubble and ruin. It's now no longer home to its former residents, but other people use it as a bit of a sanctuary to get away from Iron Ward, or just a place to get away from the divide itself. There are a number of homes.
Duquesne have spent time there?
If Duquesne does hard drugs, then yes.
Oh,
The
while it was used as an orphanage.
How old is Duquesne?
He's late 20s.
Probably not. It probably would have burned down after. This was an orphanage kind of before Concordia fully fell.
Gotcha.
In the early days of it descending into anarchy. There are a number of homes here, some of them destroyed due to the blast that fractured the back ends and turning it into the divide. Others fallen apart with time, with fire, with neglect. As you begin to get closer, using the map given to you by Marcus, you see a number of Iron Ward thugs strewn about the ruins, not paying any attention to you, not watching you specifically, as there's a number of individuals that are in the ruins, laying, shivering, some of them just sleeping and using what bit of shelter they can, but keeping people from the church itself. I gotta back it up. There we go. You should all be able to see the map.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, the back ends was driving me nuts. And I'm like, this is just gonna melt the computer. Fuck it. And I just took this section. I'm like, it's a map on its own now.
Fair enough.
I don't see that.
No?
I
No.
don't see it either.
Oh, what?
Oh, it's clearly a
Yeah.
Malik exclusive quest.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's my fractured mind.
I was about to say it's a Blood Hunter quest.
That's
Yeah.
probably a like
Oh.
Is that like
Those
the missing
footprints are
asset
these.
symbol?
no,
That's
because
what I was thinking.
that's like the Slender Man thing.
Huh?
The
Oh, like the- just like-
Slenderman thing.
There was just a guy there. No,
Yeah,
God.
there was basically
Yeah.
there was a dude here.
He went.
It's there for me, so we'll see if we
The dude there as well.
Yeah, I see him as well.
Yeah. Anyway, as you are all standing about, you see a number of these Iron Ward thugs and other individuals within the ruins. What are you doing?
I'm following the map.
The map just says go to the church, and that is where the map ends.
Oh, cool.
I
I'm
really
assuming
think
this
we
is
might
the
have
church in
another
front of us?
Fight
The
on our hands.
Big cathedral, yes.
Yes. I mean,
I
fuck.
guess we got to go
Just
inside.
act natural.
As you
You'll
begin,
start walking ahead, whistling a jaunty tune.
one of the Iron Ward thugs walks up. State your business.
Good afternoon and evening, sir. How are you doing?
Fine, citizen. State your business.
Yes, we have an appointment inside that church.
Church is closed.
Well, then why do we have an appointment?
I don't fucking know. Move along.
That's right.
Ironwood official business.
We have official business in that church.
And it's fucking closed.
Come on. Is it though?
He
Are you
looks
trying to
at you
persuade?
and then sticks his fingers in his mouth and lets out a whistle as one of the thugs comes around to the side. What's your problem, cadet? It's a bit of a problem here. This one won't take no for an answer. Yeah, we could always lock
Finally,
him up.
someone in charge.
Could always lock him up. Put him in the old prison. The warden wants to make use of it again. Alright. So you're being detained as they start grabbing and pulling you forward. Getting the one behind him getting manacles out. You're being detained. You need to... Go ahead.
Can I?
Oh, this is a dumb idea. It casts darkness, like 10 feet, 10 feet, like in front of me, to get these two guys in just a bubble of darkness.
Sure.
No, I'm not. You're just blind.
As the darkness envelops, you hear them. Hey, what's going on? Where'd he go? Oh, I can't see.
Fucked with the wrong tiefling.
You would hear a wincing of rope as it goes taut. Another as you hear up above as two crossbow armed Iron Ward troops aim at you. Dispel the darkness, or we will fire upon you.
We have business inside that church.
And the church is fucking closed!
This is going nowhere. Magnus climbs up this.
As you clamber up. Oh, he's fast! As he aims at you, and then aims at the people down, and aims at you.
So, we're better armed than you. That's just apparent, right? If you don't let us through there, we're going to fight you, and we're going to win. Do you want to die today?
Make an intimidation check.
It's a 14.
Listen. I understand that. I don't want to die. You don't want to die. My boss is in there. He has business. If you just wait a bit, they'll move along, and then you can get to your little appointment. It's fine. I don't want any trouble. My men down there don't want any trouble, but that little red half-foot is causing problems.
He is our guide. He's simply taking us where we need to go. Now,
Okay.
we are also on a time crunch. I understand your boss is king of the guard around here. Let's just do our business together. We're not spies for you. You're not spies for us, okay? We can both do our own thing separately. Yes?
He nods.
We don't care about... We're not here for gang territory or anything here. Our own business. Alright.
Let me just get him to dispel the darkness, and I'll go get my boss, and you can talk to him. You seem like a respectful gentleman. Do you have your helmet on
Sure
or no?
thing. I did for the cave. Yeah, let's say I do.
Okay.
What was the Drokir's name again?
Magnus shakes his hand.
Deacon. He shakes your
Deacon.
hand, and
Okay.
he runs back. Do you dispel the darkness?
Well, Magnus has to tell him first.
Okay.
I've struck a deal with the gentleman up here. If you dispel the darkness, he's getting his boss to talk, and we can go into the church.
Excellent. Snap his fingers and darkness will dissipate.
They're like looking around, terrified. Oh my eyes! Oh, the back. Oh, these two specifically seem irate with Duquesne, not so much as the group. The individual you spoke with, Magnus, human, tan skin, kind of full beard. He comes out. All right. He'll speak. He'll speak with a. He looks around. He'll speak with a lot of you, but he's got to stay outside. He points at Duquesne.
Okay.
He'll be
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You doesn't need info inside.
I have my
right?
flask, I don't really care.
Okay. What was it we were looking for in there? Was it something for
Deacon.
or no? Bricon.
Pardon?
Was it information for our thing in there, or no? There's no reason
This
you
is-
needed.
No, I'm not related to anything you're doing over
We
here.
were looking for the other
It's just
Drokir for
it's just for
Asta.
that guy, right? Okay.
Mm.
Is everybody going in?
Magnus goes.
Right. You
As they're
all
walking away, Duquesne would look at the cards and be like, "Who wants to play dice?"
You fuck off. You hear one guy up on the roof. I want to play dice. He like he comes down the ruins and he's like he lays out a little board and he plays dice with you. The other ones are just kind of looking at him.
We're gonna have a fight
Disgust.
in our hands to get out
Oh
of
my
here after the
God.
dice game.
Yeah,
It's just
Yeah.
gonna-
You're gonna hear you fucking cheater.
Yep.
Her
Uh,
mother!
As you make your way into this dilapidated and fallen apart church, do you see a question mark or an exclamation mark still?
No.
Okay. Oh,
I do.
you do.
Yeah.
Maybe
I see a
maybe
thing.
refresh.
You
'Cause
found
there's-
your blood hunter quest.
There's
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
dudes
give it to
here.
me. I see a one dude and a fiery little form. I don't know if you can see it on here.
No.
Fiery little form.
Oh yeah, I see
Yeah,
it
what
on
the
your
fuck?
screen. What is that?
It's like red and like shard. I don't know. How do I restart?
weird.
Does it close my
Just
stream?
yeah, close Tailspire and open it again. That's real bizarre. Yeah, no, because there's two dudes here.
Hey, you just
Two
found your
big
advancement.
guys.
What is this guy?
Two big guy. Are
A
these
fucking
stupid?
hair!
You got to bring me back in.
Yeah. Just let me know when you're
Is it a bulk?
back up.
Ooh. Oh, it fucking crashed.
Ooh.
Big guys. As you make your way up and into the church proper, you can see that the candles may still be lit, wax dripping down onto the floor, but there is ruin and rubble all throughout here. The religious iconography has been torn off the walls. The statues have all been destroyed, aside from these standing statues of what looks like maybe knights of a faceless order. Standing within the church, you see two very large men. One of them standing at about 6'4", dark skin, a full like breastplate with no sleeves, a long, dirtied fur cape, a armored skirt, and like just full armored greaves. He's holding a very gnarled and clearly heavily used harpoon. His shield, just a simple buckler, but with a human torso with a head tied to it that is very clearly still bloody. His hair is graying slightly at the tips, as well as the bit of his beard. His beard is more of a chin strap beard, graying kind of at the ends. His friend, a large, fully armored Goliath, holding a tower shield, a full plate heavily rusted armor. His face is heavily scarred, and his eyes look haggard and exhausted. His hair is cut into a very simple bowl cut, very crudely cut hair. Other than that, he seems fairly well groomed. His axe, massive and double-sided, is just burning with this bright flame coming from the center as the flames illuminate this central part of the church. The two of them are talking, and as you all enter, he turns to look at you. I'm gonna see if I'll pull you in now. And then here is the image of the two guys. The Goliath steps forward and looks at each of you. Looking you up and down, he makes his way to the door. Just stands and watches. The other individual kind of turns, digs his harpoon into the ground. What can I do for you? Why?
We're looking for Deacon.
He smiles. Big kind of, a big toothy smile, but his teeth are like green and yellow, covered in like bits of food and cavities. Like these individuals, you notice all of the Iron Ward have not like brushed their teeth in.
They are scrunkly.
They're filthy.
On the scrunkly scale, how scrunkly?
About a 7.
Like a 9?
A
Oh,
7?
7.
Oh.
7's pretty.
Wait, does it go to 10?
Worse.
Like
Does it
10,
1 to 10 scale?
Yeah, like 10 is like full Gollum. Like 10 is like
Peanut butter baby.
yeah, 10 is like Gollum but a peanut butter baby. It's gross. Like,
Like the cannibals in Forest.
yeah, like real nasty.
I clarify. Our friend here is the same species as him, and he just has questions.
Well, you seem to have just missed him. We're hunting Deacon too. But he can't be found anywhere as he kicks a rock and the church is empty.
I could try looking around if you like.
Would we be able to talk with him first before you, I assume, take him as your prisoner?
We were just going to kill him.
Oh, might we have our conversation before you kill him?
He looks you up and down.
You're a paladin. Clearly, noble knight. So I'll give you that honor.
He's looking at Magnus when he says
Yes.
no expression.
Magnus does not say a thing.
Yep, just yes, you are correct, sir.
Thank you, he says.
Looks at over each of you. Kind of passing by. Kind of observing you one by one. He stops and he looks at Flynn. And then he keeps walking.
Why does someone have a problem with my son?
Possibly the wanted posters.
Probably.
Alright, once they're past, I'm going to... I mean, the griffin said we can sense and smell each other, so I'm just going to wander around and just kind of sniff the air and stuff.
Sure. Flint and Malachi, and could you roll a perception check, please?
What happened?
Are you okay?
I left for a second, and now I'm making a perception check.
Listen, it's
Yeah,
life.
it's just a random thing that's happening right now.
Natural 20.
Holy
thank
fuck.
God.
So 23 total.
Malachi, you perfectly hear the Iron Warden walk up to the Iron Hammer and speak to him. Clear as day, as if you were part of this conversation. You hear him say, "The minute they find that little junky bitch, kill them. If they resist, kill them too." And he leaves. And his 2 guards also leave. As they're passing by Duquesne, as you're playing just dice with this individual, the Iron Warden will spit on your side of the board as he walks by.
Wow.
Thank you for the good luck.
All right. As you begin sniffing around, you do smell an aroma. It's strong, like very strong. But it's high, like above you.
Just gonna kind of look up.
You would see the stone ceiling coming to a peak and then flatten out where there are wood boards.
I'm gonna go into Magnus and Uno's head. I think I found him, and he'll kind of like put his hands to his chest and use his thumb to point up so it's not obvious.
How high is the ceiling?
Hold on. Like almost like 50 something feet.
The telepathy for us that you don't have to talk, you can read your thoughts essentially, or
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to look quite yet, so I will touch my holy symbol and use my divine sense because it has 60 feet range. See if I can sense anything.
Fae, fiend, undead.
Good and evil. Celestial fiend, undead within 60 feet.
Both. Good and evil.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get any specific celestial fiend undead.
I'd stick both good and evil?
Yeah, there's some people upstairs.
Do I sense how many?
Potentially anywhere between 3 and 4.
I speak back to Austin in the mine. Said at least 3 or 4 people. I say to Austin in his head, let everyone know there's at least 3 or 4 people above us.
I will pass it on. There is at least 3 to 4 people above us.
I'm
Should
gonna
I-
whisper. Go ahead.
Should I go up by myself and then we see what happens?
No.
You can't fly.
I would have to climb.
I don't really think it's a good idea for you to be going by yourself.
No.
Also, I will whisper to everyone. I overheard that once we find this Drakir, that they are going to kill us all.
Great.
So,
We could play it like we don't know anyone's here and leave. For a couple
Could
minutes, maybe.
take our time, climb up to higher levels, and then use it as an ambush. Because they don't suspect that we know. And then if I get to higher up, I can reach out to Dookie Dookie outside and let him know.
Is he still in the doorway?
Yep, he's just standing there, and he's like, you for those of you with like a 13 and above, you'd be able to hear like he's just
Mouth breather.
I
He
come
has a
in,
disgusting breath. can
I come and
see
step
it.
right here, like I'm looking around. Can they see him from outside?
nobody's looking in that direction, or the ones that are can't see him.
Ooh, I kind of want to try something. Probably not a good idea.
I'm going to walk back kind of towards the door here and reach out to Duquesne and fill him in on everything that's been happening.
Okay. Duquesne, roll a d20 for me.
That is a 16.
You're doing pretty good at dice.
I'm also definitely cheating.
Oh yeah, but for someone, even if you like cheating aside, like you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Are
You're
there
still-
any stairs anywhere?
Make a perception check.
Oh hell yeah. 17.
You can see through a small window that there are stairs outside.
Which side of the building?
Both sides.
You know, I'm gonna come ask. I'm gonna come ask. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
See, Cam laugh got me. I'm sorry. I'm the hammer.
The Hammer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm the hammer.
So you guys searched this entire church, top to bottom.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea where we could find him? Anywhere else?
Maybe he's drinking. I don't know. Little street rat.
Wait, did he not give me his name?
No. He said,
Oh.
I'm the hammer.
You know, fair enough. Fair enough. Why do they call you the Hammer?
I crushed him like a hammer.
For fuck's sake.
You notice he's wielding. You notice.
Sylvester Stallone.
He has an axe, doesn't he? He has
Yeah, he's wielding an axe.
Yeah, a fiery axe.
Hmm.
Jesus.
Where would he be drinking at?
Probably the watering hole. Or, I don't know. Nobody likes him. He's street rat.
Could you give me directions to this place?
He just kind of points in the direction of the hole. At the
Oh,
bottom.
At the bottom.
thank you.
Oh my god.
He's special.
Yeah. Magnus kind of feigns an upset. It's like, bloody hells, where is this rat?
He gets it. he points off in
And-
the direction of Magnus.
I look at everyone and I just go, it seems like he might be out drinking or something. They said they searched this place top to bottom.
What was that?
Top to bottom, he said.
Oh, the laugh. I thought that was also like him ripping ass or something, or snorting.
How long have you all been searching for him?
Kind of just looks at the sky. I can't see the sun. I don't know. Goes outside. Looks up. Comes back inside.
Goes back outside.
He sticks his hand straight up in the air and then moves it about maybe a foot to the left. That long.
11 o'clock.
Yeah. Like he like a handful of hours is what he's getting at. This man's dumb as shit. It's very
Yeah,
hard
no,
to.
I gathered, yeah.
Well,
Oh.
you guys are good at searching, and we know our stuff. He's certainly not here.
Well, I guess we better try and check out that bar. See if we can find him.
Be careful.
Are you all going to stay here?
No. We're leaving.
Where are you guys going next?
Wherever the warden says.
You seem very strong.
Thank you. As he smiles and leaves. Come on, get going! As he grabs one of the guards that are watching the dice game that Duquesne's playing by the nape of the neck and picks him up like a kitten and just drags him along.
Oh god, I motion.
Yeah, I was winning.
I motion everyone to follow me out.
As the
My little duckies.
You owe me 5 silver.
The coin that has been bet is left on the table. You win about 8 gold in total.
Out
nice.
loud, I just go, he's not here, Duquesne. We have to look at... Sorry, what's the bar called? It was just called a bar. Or...
The-
He just called it the watering hole.
The watering hole.
As you all step out, I think I got rid of all the guards. Yes. Nope, there's still one over here. Okay. As you all step out, you would see them walk off and get further and further as they begin walking back towards the main gate and then heading down the path in towards the central part of the city, or central part of the whole.
Well, they totally took off ahead of us, just like they're on their own mission.
So they're
Right
gone.
on.
They have left, yes.
I kind of turn to Magnus and I whisper to him, it can't be that easy, right?
I know, right? I'm kind of thinking that as well, but that man, I really don't think he was faking that intelligence.
It's not him I'm worried about, it's their leader.
Yes, so we didn't get our business and get out before they...
I gesture to
maybe
the
they won't know
side.
anything. We just
like-
need
like-
to move.
At my chest, I gesture to the sides of the building and I say, there's stairs leading up top.
Okay. Oster was saying he smells people up. So,
Mm.
Duquesne, sorry to leave you out of the things all the time, but could you maybe take point for us and just let us know if they come back or if the warden himself comes back?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, if you need to get in contact, just think it really loudly in your head.
Okie dokie.
Kadam.
Here,
Well,
try it
just
now.
Test
Think
it,
something
test
in
it
your
out
head.
first.
Just pick a word.
Okay, got it.
Oh, God.
All right, now say it in your head.
Bajinga.
Got it, Bajinga, let's go.
As you all make your, do you guys go around the left side or the right side?
Wherever the
Um,
stairs is.
Both
there's,
sides.
there's both on either side. Yeah.
Oh.
Left side or right side?
Left side.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Whatever. Yeah.
As you begin making your way around the left side, heading towards this staircase, you can see at the back of the building that there is a small set of stairs that leads up all the way to a landing somewhat close to the roof. It is lit. Tucked into the stairwell, you can see a person who is emaciated. Their arms so thin that you can see their veins bulging almost out of their skin. And they are just glazed-eyed, drooling, curled up in the stairwell. Twitching every so often.
I go for. Hold on, I need to pull down this thing so I can fucking see.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
From my teachings and learnings, do I recognize any of the statues around here?
Make a history check with advantage.
I already have it then.
Oh, would I with my religion?
Yeah.
Religion
Alright.
check.
I'll also make a religion check. That's a pretty good roll. Yes, I have a -2. Excellent.
Oh, I got
got
friggin' +6. Holy shit.
12.
I got
12?
22.
22.
19.
Uno, in
I'm busy helping
simplest
the sick
terms,
guy.
you don't. Yeah, the sick guy is drugged out of his mind. He has this kind of like brown sugar looking substance in like just powdered around his mouth, and he is just drooling and out of his mind.
Can I? So I know he's on drugs.
He is like at the point of where he's already overdosed.
Oof.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we're definitely in the right place.
With that, you're unable to really know. Magnus, your number was
19.
19. So Malachi and Magnus, you would be able to discern not specifically as to what god this was, but the statues of all the knights are profane members of this church. They are like honorable statues to honor those who have served at the highest degree and have passed and perished in that service. Less so. Go ahead.
I'm assuming my order would have similar kind of things.
Yeah, like your order would do that. Like if someone did something very great or valiant for the church, you would get like a statue at your home church. A lot of religions and churches do this. They honor their knights with a carving of their helmet or their shield, or sometimes their entire visage and put on a wall somewhere, or sometimes they're put in stained glass. They're honored and memorialized in some way. And that is what this is on the arches of the church.
I'm saying a prayer for this person.
Sure.
And he's like dying.
Oh yeah, he's on death's door.
Yeah, I sort of. I don't want to just leave him here.
Is
Can put him
the
out of
common
misery.
folk.
Yeah,
No.
like can I just mercy kill him?
Yes.
I will do that. And I'll say a prayer for him.
I lost the door. Went to act. I didn't mean to open it, and then I lost it. There we go. As you, what the fuck? Why can't I close this? Whatever. Sure, fine. As you kind of grab the back of his head and you lean him forward, almost like caressing him, you just drive your dagger into the base of his skull, and he just goes limp.
Just quietly say a prayer of Muhammad over him.
The rest of you making your way up the stairs, you see a secret area of the church that has been walled off and turned. What was once a storage area is now been turned into a small little hideaway. A number of crates and bookshelves can be seen in here. The place is actually rather tidy compared to downstairs. A large table is set up with some pitchers of wine and goblets all about the table, as well as a little bit of food that is half eaten. There's some beds that have been made, but nobody lies within them, and a very tall individual standing, just kind of observing it all. As he puts his hands on his hips and just nods his head, proud of his work, clearly just finished his cleaning, and unaware of those who hunt him downstairs.
Before we go inside, I want to talk to Asta.
Sure.
Backing up.
Backing up.
Beep,
Backing up.
Backing up.
beep, beep.
I'll grab his elbow. Before we potentially face this person, do you need anything?
What?
I mean, considering the whole Drokir thing and what we know.
I will give you heads up if I start feeling hungry, if that's what you need.
Well, what did you want me to do then?
Whatever you think is right. I don't really know because I black out.
I'll stay by your side.
Okay.
Also,
Hmm.
would you permit me to cast a spell on you, perhaps if you are losing control?
Okay.
You would allow that?
I mean, like I said, I black out. I don't know if it's me anymore or what, so... Okay.
Okay. We'll get you right, buddy.
But you also have to be aware that same might happen to him, and we might just both black out and start brawling like street cats.
We'll deal
Okay.
with it.
You guys are just back arch, just you're like you're like rolling around in the room.
I hope they both just get really puffy and just like arch their backs
Yeah.
at each other.
The wings.
Their tails go up.
Start hissing.
Fucking
All right,
Jesus.
you're a big guy.
Inside, all the clean imagery, yada, things I already described.
Hey,
Yeah.
God.
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
As everyone is going in, I stop Malachi.
Okay. I'm gonna quickly describe how this man looks before that conversation goes down.
Okay.
Yes.
I offer Austin a hand as he goes by me, just in case he wants to hold Mom's hand. while he's-
You would see.
Okay, so hold up, Pinky.
Yay!
You
Hold.
would see a 7'3", very thin individual. Scales on their shoulders, their hands and arms, and draconic-like feet that claw into the woodwork. Up their left arm, you can see crystal beginning to burst out of their skin, go up their arm, onto their shoulder, their back, and you can even see a bit peeking out of their clothes, out of the small of their back. It even bursts out of their long, kind of blackish, deep purple-like hair. These... Their skin is tanned, but their dragon scales are almost like a reddish orange. Their horns, unlike Asta's, instead of going straight up, go up and curl. They're wearing a nice set of leathers and furs that are cropped at the waist, showing midriff. They have a long, very thin, elegant tail, whereas Asta's is more wider. Other than that, that's all you see from the back, because they're kind of just observing their work, and then they walk to the back of the room. Outside. Flint.
Malachi,
Yes.
why are you stopping him when we can use him for, he's the target,
Right.
This could be an easy way out. I'd say if something goes off with Asta and he feels that urge, we don't step in. Simple. And he's more than capable.
I get that. However, last time this happened with Asta, I was supposed to be there, and I wasn't. And I feel like I have to make it up to him.
Do what you gotta do, I guess. But I don't know.
I have no problem killing someone.
The man has to die anyway.
That's true. But if this involves Asta, I have to step.
Alright. If it comes to that, what do you want me to do?
I mean, hopefully the other guy gets a little feral and we'll have to step in regardless.
Yeah. It's a big if, but well, I guess we'll see.
I'm going to assume that the others are going to be either for it or confused by what's going on. We'll deal with that after.
Mm-hmm.
As the individual pulls something out of the chest and then turns around and stops, a little shocked. His, for lack of a better term, crop-topped shirt comes down to a deep V, showing his red scales that go across his chest. His face is very slender and elongated, very high cheekbones and a very straight and pointed nose. His hair is slicked back. His ears are pointed like Asta's, but they come to a double point and are much longer than Asta's are. As he looks at each of you. Oh, this is wonderful. Please, how can Deacon help you? Are you looking to have a guide on a spiritual journey? Are you looking just to ignore the pain? Are you looking to ease a burden? Please. What can I do? As he begins to step forward, sauntering, he stops and looks towards Asta. He touches his wrists, where he has these very rusted but silver bracelets on. He kind of just touches them quickly, just reaffirming that he's wearing them. Hello, cousin.
Hello.
It's been some time since I have seen any of our kind. Are you...
The first one I've ever seen.
Oh. Then it is but my pleasure to greet such a strange occurrence. I assume you were raised away from your kin, then I can be at ease. I can help each of you. What can I do?
Is that crystal blight you're affected with?
Yes, something that I ran into some years ago. It is healed well enough.
Oh, so it also affects our people then as well. I did not know.
It can, yes.
But you say you can help, you know, information and stuff. I have lots of questions, because, once again, only Drokir I've met is myself.
Well, you are quite the sight. I have not seen someone so big and ferocious looking.
Why do you look so much different than me?
I do not know. Every Drokir I have met is elegant, as he kind of begins touching down his sides. Sleek. We are a very, how you say, attractive. No matter our scars, as he touches his crystal blight. We are born of elegance, the blood of kings.
I don't think I've heard anything about that.
It is just my way of saying that we are not some commoners. We look beautiful. We look. Others look at us in awe. Though you are bigger, more strong. I don't know if it is impossible, but I have never met anyone like you. Everyone I have met is like me, or maybe a little bigger.
Interesting. And what about the hunger? How do you fight that?
Ah, that's why you come to me.
Yes. And he'll start showing his arms with his dulled scales.
So you've eaten. How long ago?
I blacked out and it just kind of happened.
The hunger is our affliction. Something we need to deal with but can never get rid of. It is ever present. We have found ways to combat it, though they are not permanent. He shows
Is
you
it?
bracelets on his wrists.
That helps, right?
It suppresses the hunger. These are old and the enchantment is dwindling, but it will suppress the hunger to keep me from lunging over the table and tearing out your throat.
So you would eat him?
In a heartbeat.
It doesn't matter, Trogthir or Dragonborn.
It's
No.
our kind. Trogthir, Dragonborn, dragons, anything with draconic
Anything dragon.
ancestry.
Okay.
I wasn't wearing my bracelets and I was hanging out in a bar. I consumed a sorcerer who had draconic bloodlines.
Really?
So it goes that far then.
I had not eaten in some years, so that was an extreme case. But he is how I got my blight. He had the blight, but he was hiding it under his clothes. When I consumed him, it was all over.
See, that could happen to you, Oster.
It could, yes. Is it bad for us to feed? Like, what is happening?
You are molten.
My wings are gone, too. And I'll kind of, like, pull up. I'll take my coat off and pull up the scrap shirt and show us my back.
Disgusting.
I had big wings just yesterday, and then after I ate, they're gone.
Only those with a warrior's blood are blessed with wings. Not all of us can have them. Well, unless we consume the right diet. He grins and looks towards Magnus. You are going to molt and change. Your colors will shift. I was proud and very, very very red when I was born. But I ended up eating a individual close to me, a copper dragonborn, and it shifted my color slightly. That's why I have this orange hue as he wags his tail behind him, picks up a goblet, just kind of begins drinking some of the wine. He pours himself some and gestures for you to pour yourself some if you want. Even the rest of you, there's cups on the tables.
So, you sound kind of proud of this. Are you?
Very. Why wouldn't I be?
Of eating people?
I don't do it out of malice or hatred. It is no different than a bear being hungry and eating a fish. I can't help what I crave, which is why I isolate myself. He would lunge himself over the table right now if he hadn't been sustaining himself. I assume you kept a few chunks of whoever you devoured to hold yourself off until you find your next meal.
I did not know.
Then how do you look so lively?
I acquired dragon meat while in the city.
Smart. Very smart.
But these molting and shedding up, does it change me physically or anything?
It does, yes. Depending on how much of a person you ate, or how much of a dragonborn you ate, or even a dragon, it changes. I only ate my friend's head. Therefore, it just changed the color of my scales. But the more you eat, the more you change. You can develop certain characteristics. Different houses give different characteristics, different colors. None of our people, at least in my personal experience, mass eat anyone. So you don't get anyone who is a Tiamat of consuming dragonborns, if you catch my drift.
Oh, but the guy I ate was basically non-existent when I came to.
Probably depending on his colors, your colors will shift heavily, and you might even luck out and get his breath weapon.
That's a thing that happened.
Yes.
Is there a point in which we stop being hungry? Like, if I were to eat a piece of dragon of every color?
Nobody's done it as far as I'm aware.
Didn't
It's
that
also
guy said that would be
strange
really
'cause-
bad?
Who said?
That guy, I don't want to say his name.
Oh,
Didn't he say it
the
would be
guy-
really bad?
He said it would be really bad for me to eat more right now.
Oh, right now. That's right. Of a different.
Yes.
Okay.
But I did not get the impression that it is exactly bad. It's just exactly bad for me to eat people. So if we can find me dragon, like dragon, I can eat.
In the molting process, if you were to eat normal food, you would get sick, and violently. That, depending on how much food you ate, it might even...
Oh, I learned that already.
Even the smell of waffles sent him into
It was-
illness.
Ugh.
Yes.
It was disgusting.
If you eat another type, say you ate a red dragon, as much as you did, and then went down the road the next day as the molting began, ate a green dragon, you would begin the molting process all over, causing you to be sick longer. It is not a good experience. It is very bad.
So he needs to eat one color for however long, a week or however long the molting process is. Once he's done,
a few
he can eat
days to
another.
about a week, yes. The longest
Okay.
molt I've seen is a month. But that was somebody who ate 3 or 4 full-sized dragonborn.
I don't think it'll be that long for me, judging by my scales.
No, as long
You
as you
wanted to.
keep eating the dragon meat, you should be okay. You'll molt, and it will be painful the first time if you've never molted before, but then you'll be okay.
Is there anything we can do to help him?
From molting,
Mm.
I find a nice ice bath is good, unless you are more prone to fire. Then a nice boiling bath is also good. It depends on where your draconic origins come from.
I don't know. I really only use electricity and
Boiling bath, then.
yeah, but my colors make me use psychic. I think I hurt people without physically hurting them.
Ice
Breath.
bath is mainly for the acid and the ice dragons.
So
Boiling bath
once
only
I
does-
molt, will I still crave black dragon? Because that is what I eat.
You will crave dragon. It's not specifically him or them that you crave. It is anything. It is draconic meat. It is things of draconic origins. You crave power, consumption through flesh. It is our burden.
Where did you get those bracelets?
I used to be part of a group of Drokir that. The Drokir that I wrote. He stops. Maybe it's not best I say.
Is the magic able to be replicated?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Who made it?
He looks to you. They are very dangerous. Extremists that should not be allied with. Or
They're
so
a
it's-
group of Drokir.
He stops. Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's cool. I have high charisma, so. High persuasion. 19.
Nice.
They're a group, yes. A group of Drokir that do not want our people living in isolation anymore. They want to band together to help the lower tribes rise up and unify or take over Angratul, the dragon homeland. They want to get rid of the tyranny that is there. But they have
Oh.
a very extremist method.
The tyranny of dragons.
Also, that your rock, that
Oh,
symbol.
yes. I'll slide it across the table to him. I can't seem to get rid of this. It appeared when my powers first awoke.
No, but that symbol, is that the group that you were talking about?
This is the
That's it. I mean,
symbol
I
of the
slide it over.
Hungering Rebellion.
Oh, not the same one.
This is the symbol, yes.
Oh.
This is what they paint on the walls of the rich and powerful of Angrathul as a warning that they are coming.
But I am not part of that group. It just kind of appears to me, and it's magic. It's bound to me.
I can't explain why that is. I don't know. I've never
That's not a
heard
common
of...
thing, then.
No, I've never heard of a magic stone, but that is their symbol. Older looking, like how it looked in its first conception. But
It has. Continue.
it is the same symbol, that is no doubt.
Would someone be able to track Asta with that?
Potentially. I don't think so, though. They are sophisticated in the tools that they use. They would not stoop to just using a rock. At least they would make it a fancy rock. No offense, as he slides it back to you.
Why did
That's
you
fair.
leave them?
Like I said, they may want things for the greater good for the draconic people, but see, it is very extremist in nature. It's
Violent, you mean? Violent extremists.
yes.
Yeah.
They want you to be with them, or
Not at all.
yes.
In the ground.
Mm.
So, showing a member of that group this rock would maybe get us a conversation? Yeah?
Definitely. Unless they think you're hunting them, then they might try to kill you, but it all depends on who you talk to.
Do they have any presence in this city?
No. That's why I'm here.
Mm.
I know you weren't wanting to say before, but would you maybe be able to point us into a direction where we might be able to find them, please?
They have a small hideout, a safe house in Runeswick. That is all I know. Everywhere else
Thank you.
is all towards Engertul.
And they all wear bracelets like that.
Their bracelets are much more expertly crafted. These are a simple prototype design that I stole before leaving.
Have any of our people overcome the hunger without them?
No. They use the hunger as a weapon.
As a weapon? As in they utilize it?
If they cannot defeat the armies of Engerthul, then they will consume the armies of Engerthul. In a frenzied state, Drokir are stronger than any Goliath. They're just not controllable. It's like using rabid dogs. Hopped up on drugs.
Guess we got to find these people. If that's even a good idea.
That is your journey, my friend. Not
I
mine.
do want to know why this magic rock has appeared to me, that's for sure.
If these are the only people who can make those bracelets, we at least need to see them for that.
But the thing is, if we do, they might not let us
They're going to try and recruit us, and we're going to leave, and we'll have to maybe fight our way out, but I don't know. You really want to be eating dragon for the rest of your life, Oster? Nothing else?
I'm okay with it if it's not the people version.
What happens when you don't have meat? You know?
I guess I find shack out in the middle of ocean or something.
No, think of it more like this. You're on a boat, and you just run out of rations.
Oh,
Right? What happened when we first got aboard the Kraken's vessel? They didn't have any bloody food.
oh, but I just ate regular food, and there's no dragon around. If I would just have to ice
in
it
that
like
case,
those.
there wasn't. He said
Yes.
it's someone with dragon sorcery in their blood.
If
That
the
is
hunger
fair.
gets bad enough, if you ignore it for long, and you are on the woes of starvation, you will start to get hungry and make exceptions.
So, without those bracelets, how long do you have to wait until you eat? Or how long can you wait till you have to eat?
Consume something about once a month comfortably.
With the bracelets. Without?
Well, without the bracelets, it's about once a month comfortably to stave off the hunger. if you are wanting to not feel it at all, eating draconic meat regularly will do just that. However, with the bracelets, I don't have to think about eating at all. I just eat whatever I want. I like goat stew, as he points to the bowl that's on the table.
What happens if you were to eat dragon meat with the bracelets?
The bracelets fall off. It is simple.
Do they no longer work, or they just
fall off? Fall off to keep you from breaking them. It's a fail-safe.
And then you eat and you're done. You can put them back on, and you're good to go again.
He nods.
Does it help with molting as well?
Well, if you are wearing the bracelets, you are not eating, and therefore you are not molting. So
he'll only molt if he eats dragon meat.
Or things of draconic origins. Dragon meat, dragonborn meat, drokir.
We could always keep purchasing from the person we met where I got this last stuff.
Or whoever, but I don't know.
The thing
how
is,
common
we don't know
dragon
how
meat
long we'll
is.
be here, either.
Yeah.
When the ship leaves, are you going to leave too, Asta?
Oh, yeah, I go with you guys, yeah.
And we need a plan. 'Cause we won't always have someone to buy dragon meat from.
Almost
Maybe
to
if
make
we find out
dragon
more
jerky.
about this. Yeah, I could turn it to jerky, but maybe if we find out more about this, because you said it had celestial or god magic involved in this rock. Maybe
Some
it's
sort
something.
of divine presence.
Maybe we track down that, and that would explain lots too. Do we have any gods we follow?
Well,
They believe in the great slumbering titan, and that is all.
Is that what this is? And hold the rock up.
That is what the symbol is, yes. A great dragon, said to be the one that, the first son of Tiamat and Bahamut. It is all legends, a lot of, how you say, fucking bullshit. They found a petrified lizard in a volcano and like to worship it like a god.
Where is the volcano in Ingerthul?
Yes, a small island off the coast of Lower Angerthul.
And that person is still there?
The slumbering titan, yes, it's underneath the volcano.
Is there a path to get to him? Like, do priests or something go down to him itself?
You'd have to get past all of the Hungering Rebellion's guards and their worshippers. The rebellion and the worship of this individual go hand in hand. You can't have extremists without some type of religion to back it.
Maybe I'm supposed to go see him and stop this rebellion, because it'd be bad for our people to die out or go hungry and then become monsters of the world.
Hey, where did you get that thought? Why do you think you have to do that?
Well, you guys talk about your gods a lot and how they give you a purpose, so maybe this is mine.
Perhaps, considering you leaped
Squeeze.
to that. It was
Yeah,
kind of
squeeze Asta's
divine
pinky.
purpose.
If it's divine magic, that means it's a god, and if it's a god giving it to me, must mean God wants me to do something.
Asta, it's
Right,
still
that's how
your
it works.
choice. God or not. I never intended to be a paladin of Bahamut. I merely wanted to pray for the people I cared about to be in a better place, their souls to be taken care of. And he saw it fit to just bless me. It's really up to what you decide, Asta.
If I may weigh in, I I think your parents might have been important to these people. He says you don't look
So-
like anyone they've ever seen.
Mm.
You have a very old symbol of this order for when it first was created. That is all, right?
Yes. I've never met my parents either.
No,
and this
you
rock
haven't.
came to me
Warrior's
when my
blood.
powers awoke.
Yes, in the warrior's blood. No,
Yes.
you may be onto something that maybe you don't stop it, but you have some integral part to play, whether dismantling it, bringing peace, something, maybe even worse.
Wait,
though. Could mean
Asa,
all-out war.
Hmm.
I don't know.
you. Sorry to delve into your childhood, but you don't know
Okay.
who your parents were. You grew
Yes.
up where?
Oh, they found me the same place where Kadon is from.
Redulia.
Who found you?
Oh, the ringleader. Well, not him exactly. Some farmers found me and thought my scales and stuff were shiny pretty, so they sold me off to a circus. And then we've been traveling around the Ebonvale area.
Is it the people from Orangathul? Is there like separations within these communities where it's somewhat like here in Concordia where there's groups where people don't agree with it?
Yes, for the most part. There is upper Engrathul, central, and lower Engrathul. Lower is where the lower class dragonborns live. The workers, the miners, the farmers, the slaves even. Central Engrathul is your standard society. They're everyday people. Upper Engrathul is where all the best warriors, the best leaders and princes and kings all come from, and they tax and they take and they control Central Engrathul, which causes the hatred to billow, and so Central Engrathul takes it out on Lower Engrathul and causes a divide. But higher, the kings and the emperors of High Engrathul rule everything.
So what exactly is the government?
It is like a dictatorship. It's an empire. The highborns, the ones that live up above, in High Engrathul, rule everything.
Has there ever been what's it called when the people take over?
Like a coup?
Succeed?
There was one attempted coup, and that's how that is how a lot of the individuals that became slaves or workers in Low and Grathul ended up calling for help, which led to our race being born.
How long ago was that?
Many years ago. Decades. It is even longer. I don't exactly know. I am sorry.
I just have this feeling also that maybe your parents sent you off to save you. Maybe something
Maybe.
bad happened.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's a long ways away from Orangathol.
Yeah.
Mm.
Blanking on the name.
And
of
like I
that-
said, nobody was around. I was born myself. And then I
It
was
is
wandering to town.
Akamar, though,
Akamath.
where
Yes.
the divine cataclysm originated from. Is that what you say to him?
Yes.
Where it originated from. There's a lot of things that came out of it.
What? What do you mean?
See what kind of things.
Something divine may be going on with Asta, and the cataclysm has caused a lot, like residuum, angel rot. It maybe something could to do with Asta too.
Oh man. How much of that history do we know? Do we know about the dead gods and shit?
You would have
I know.
learned, and through like religious texts that were recently written, that the divine cataclysm was the fall of a pantheon, and it was one individual claiming to be the true god and trying to wipe out all the others. You
How long ago was it at this point?
27 years roughly.
Okay.
27. I thought it was.
Yeah. 27 years
tw-
ago.
26 years post Divine Cataclysm.
Yeah.
Agnes is born like
Hmm.
3 years later.
Yeah. 27 years ago, the gods were killed. Even Bahamut was gone.
Even Tiamat.
Even Tiamat.
I would have been born 3 years after that then.
Me too, actually. Oh, Star, we're the same age.
No,
as you are all disgusting the divine-
Disgusting.
disgusting
Disgusted.
Oh,
Disgusting.
Scrungly, come on,
Oh,
man. That's
Scrungly.
rude.
As you're all discussing the divine cataclysm, Kadan, you make your way to the gardens. Is Josh here?
Yep.
You make your way to the gardens. A pyre has already been made. A wrapped body is on it. And they have just been waiting. You make your way to the group of them. They welcome you with a smile, but not many words are said as they hand you the torch.
Kind of look at them and just say, "Are you sure it is right for me to do it? You all knew Aaron better than I did."
They all put a hand on you, some on their shoulder, some on your arm. Just reassure you. Alicent, looking at you. He saw you and believed in you more than the rest of us. He saw you as a leader, just as me.
All right. I guess all I would like to say is that Aaron, you were taken much too early. And I barely had the chance to get to know you, but you really proved that you were just capable of just about anything in a short time. You had a big heart, and you showed that ever still to your last moment. And we will get vengeance for you. You died too early. You were robbed of your life. And I am sorry that I put you in that place. Go easy now. There are many great people waiting for you up there. I know quite a lot up there. Wherever they may be.
They hang their heads. And just... Alicent kind of even puts her arm around you. Well put. As you put the torch to the pyre and it burns, you all standing around. A moment of silence is had as she looks to you.
Elkader. Red.
Would you like? I know it is not really your place. You thinking that you didn't know him as well, but I am unsure what to do with this. She hands you a small item wrapped in cloth.
is it?
She guides your hand in unraveling it. It is Aaron's goggles. None of the boys want to hold on to this. They want nothing to do with any of his effects. It brings too much pain, but maybe one of your vanguards can get use out of this.
Perhaps.
Or you could sell it and
No.
make profit of it.
No. If I were to sell it, I would give it to you all.
Okay.
I would find use for these. I promise.
She just held your hand for a moment and continues watching the pyre. You can stay as long as you wish.
Gadon kind of just gets lost staring into the fire.
Okay.
I don't know how long he'll stare at it, but just kind of thinking about everybody he's lost up until this point, and how many more people he might lose.
You have this long and kind of deep thought. Some of the others leave. You and Alicent are the only ones who stay. You can choose to leave and meet up with the group.
What time is it?
About like an hour and a half has passed.
Is the sun setting yet?
It would be setting, yeah.
Alicent, can you help me with something?
Of course. What do you need?
He'll reach onto his waist and take the collar off. I need to put this on before I forget.
No problem. She ushers for you to kneel. She kind of pulls your hair back a bit and affixes the collar. Very gently.
Like, do I feel it all like unlock into place?
Yep. You'd feel this
Okay.
tingle go throughout your body.
I'll let out a big sigh. Just stand up, and it was nice to not have it on for once.
I understand.
I need to go find the vanguard.
I will stay here and gather some ashes for you.
Thank you. And can you do me a favor?
Of course.
If on your way back to Oasis, if you see Kraken, can you tell him I would like to talk to him, please? I have
Of
not
course,
seen him
Gadon.
this day. Thank you. And Gadon will head towards the back ends.
Okay. We'll say by this time, as you were all talking, rearing the Divine Cataclysm conversation, Deacon, puts his hands on the table. Is there anything else I can do for you? I'm afraid my knowledge is exhausted. I don't have enough beds to offer you to stay here, but it has been a pleasure. If you have nothing else, I ask that you be on your way.
I mean, I don't have any other business here now that I know all of this stuff. Thank you. Anyone
Thank
else?
you. Yeah. No.
I at least now know what I have to do next.
Duquesne. Outside, you see a number of Iron Ward thugs marching back towards the cathedral.
I assume I would have taken the time to hide as well.
Yes, yeah, I assume you kind of perched yourself up in the building where you placed yourself. You would see the warden, the hammer, and a number of other individuals all marching along in the direction of the church. Keeping an eye out, being as... they're moving very slowly. Weapons drawn. They're being cautious in case of an ambush, but they're making their way back, seemingly taking off to gather more troops.
I'll put my fingers up to my temple and think really hard, like, bajinga, bajinga, like 13 bajinga.
Asta, as you are upstairs, you would just hear in your brain, bajinga, bajinga, 13 bajinga.
You know, Dookie Dookie, you can tell me how many people are. You can literally talk to me.
Oh, cool. Yeah, the dudes are back, like the dumb big guy and the master and like 10 of their lackeys.
Are they armed?
Oh, yeah.
How long do we have?
They're going kind of slow, actually, so, you know... We got a couple of minutes, probably, but, you know, I was just getting out of there. I can cause a distraction if you want.
Hold that thought. I'll get back to you. And I'll be like, so... Like, my people from before are back armed and marching their way here.
Oh, fuck.
Dookie Dookie says we have some time. But...
Can sneak your way out the back and make your way through the ruins. If you go through the old burnt orphanage, they will not be able to find you.
They're looking for you, by the way.
They are.
Never make their way up here. Nobody knows how to get here except for those who frequent my purchases, as he puts a pouch or two on the table.
Fair enough.
What have
I
they
guess
found?
also people that can smell you up here.
Well, you're a special case to be able to smell out me specifically. I do not fear the Iron Ward. I'll be okay.
Okay. And I guess we're gonna go through the burnt orphanage.
Suppose so.
Unless any
Alright,
of you
good
wish
game, first
to make a purchase, as he kind of gestures to the baggies on the table.
Cobb might want some. And I'll go over to Duquesne. There's a burnt down orphanage. Can you find it? There is apparently a way out there.
We'll see you there.
Kadan, you'd be walking up to the cathedral now, kind of looking at the map and very carefully following it as you then see a group of individuals amassing on the orphanage, or amassing on the cathedral.
Do I see Kadan?
You would, yeah.
Kadan is holding the map at the weirdest angle, by the way.
Leave me upside down. Yeah.
Kane will peek his head over, like, over here, where he is. Just lift around and, like, try to get his attention and, like, put his hand on his throat and be like, no, no, no.
Do I see
5
him?
message.
Make a
God.
perception. Make
What's
what's
message?
Okay.
Hey, Don, buddy, don't come over here. We're meeting at the orphanage.
I don't remember. Has Asta ever talked to me inside my head?
Yes.
Once.
He
Yes.
has? At
Yeah.
least once? Okay.
At least, yeah.
Okay. Okay. What is going on?
Off!
Oh,
Go away!
go away. I just got here.
They will see you, you brute!
Yeah, that's not very nice to say.
Sorry, handsome brute.
Okay. So you want me to just, like, go away?
Go back the way you came. I will come get you, and then I will take you to the orphanage.
I don't want to go to an orphanage. That sounds sad.
As
That's where everyone else is going.
as this conversation is going on inside,
All right.
Does
Let's
anybody
go.
wish to purchase some things for the road?
I'm actually interested.
I don't know. Does any of that just melt your insides? Is anything actually good in there?
I have some psychedelics. Some Moonweaver tea if you wish to speak to your inner monkey.
What?
What?
Come stand with Mint.
How much?
5 silver for a baggie.
5 silver. And that's not gonna make me permanently disabled, is it?
Just for a short time, it would make you see some things.
Okay. Hands him 5 silver.
Hands you a small bag of dried mushrooms and a little diffuser.
He says Moonweaver's tea?
Yeah.
Is that
So-
different from Dreamweaver's tea?
You take it as like same thing but different name.
Different form.
Different brand.
Yeah, like you know.
It's
yeah.
like weed. It's just a different
It's
strain.
Just, yeah.
Different strain.
So it's about the moon dreams, man.
Who's in here still? Is
Yeah,
anyone still in here?
who's all still in here? Who makes their way out towards the orphanage?
Nah, I'm
I'm
still
going out
in
to the
here.
orphanage.
Okay.
Now that I've got that.
I'm not gonna leave my kids in here alone with the drug man.
Wait, the drug
He's
man.
a nice dog, man.
Pimp name Slick Back. Who's all right? Who's all staying here?
Me.
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 I don't know if Mint would
Just
go
put a
out or
good
not.
bag of
Mint
spice
would-
for Cop.
Yeah, then I'll
Um,
just come back over here by Asta.
He hands over just a small pouch. Do you say like a thing for Cobb?
Yes.
Cobb is a decent customer. Z tosses you a fairly sizable pouch of
Oh, thank you.
a like sand-like powder. 2 silver.
Okay, here. Do you want one of my dragon steaks in case your bracelet break?
I'll be okay.
He'll nod, slide over the 2 silver, and then look to Uno. I'm ready to go.
Oh, she just rubs his back. Okay, Asta.
I'll meet you outside.
Okay.
I give a look at Malachi.
I give Uno a little wink. A smile. Two
As
with your
much
hair.
as you can, Malachi, behave yourself.
Aye aye.
Now we'll go out too with Asta.
As you all go out onto the balcony, just kind of waiting, you would see the burnt down orphanage off to the right here. It is like just ruins. It is barely able to be considered a building. But you would see Duquesne kind of sneaking over that way.
It's over
Uh,
here.
Yes.
He has
oh
Kadana
no,
with
sorry.
him? Oh.
It's off in. Hold on. It's off in this direction where I'm wiggling you.
Get outta
Because
here,
he said
Asta.
he's gonna circle around and get Kadan. So does he have
Get out
Kadana?
of here.
As you make your way out, this individual. So, are you looking to dabble in something a little more serious that you don't wish your friends to know about? Are you partaking in agony, or are we going worse?
Is that what's in the trunk over there?
It is, as well as a few other things.
Oh, I'm interested.
Do you have money?
I jingle a few coins.
All right. Z
Mind if I see?
makes his way over to the chest in the back. Grabs it, turns around, and puts it on the floor.
How long does it take him to grab the things in the chest?
He just grabs the whole chest and puts it down on the floor. A few seconds. It's not like a drawn out experience. As he puts it down in front of you, opens it, you see vials of this kind of deep red liquid, vials of these black liquids, this stuff that looks this liquid that looks like it is missing. It is like a Vanta black liquid. It is just absent of light. That is all that is in the chest.
And what exactly is this?
Well, we have agony, and then we have some improved concoctions that do less or more of the same thing. But
Less or more?
Yes. I call this one the Abyss, as he points to the black liquid. It takes away all of your feelings, your pains, your worries, and makes them disappear into the abyss. This last one is for when you just don't want to deal with the burden of life, and you just want to disappear. It's a bit of a psychedelic, but it is more to remove pains, worries, stresses, anxieties.
What's in there? And I point over to this chest.
Just supplies, spices, and things like that.
Spices or spice?
Spices, extra stock.
Oh. Can I peek?
Sure. Excuse me. So he walks past and he kneels down and goes to unlock it. What is your guys' passive perceptions?
13.
13. Flint?
Passive perception is 11.
Sure. As he kneels down and starts to unlock it, he stops. And he just continues to kneel there, looking at the chest, holding the lock.
What happened?
Sir?
You hear a faint dripping sound. As you step around Flint, you see sticking out of his neck a small, long, almost like a sewing needle that's about 1.5 feet long, jutting out of the side of his neck. He is clenching the lock, his eyes wide, a small trail of blood that has this like murky green coloring coming out of the small wound.
Malachi.
Uh-huh.
Something got him first.
So who's in here with us?
As you see someone draped in a brown cloak drop down onto the floor, drawing a twin-bladed scimitar, a golden, with this ominous blue light cuffs and curling white and blue horns. As they look towards you with these piercing blue eyes, they throw a small dagger towards the back right corner of the room as you hear as the gates slam. And that's where we're going to pick up next week.
What?
Sir, that was our job.
Wait, what gate slams? The gate to this room?
The gate to the room, yes. I just couldn't. I just cannot close it. I have a photo
I could take him.
Of the assassin.
Yeah, I'm sure.
In a
you
fight,
guys-
right?
We got this.
Not in a fight.
What were you guys okay? I thought you were gonna like take
okay.
the egg, the fucking abyss.
I was like,
blow it up.
I mean, we got
No,
it.
and then just fucking like inject it in the back of the guy as he's like opening the
I was gonna choke him out and with my
You're
sword,
gonna
to
do
be
that?
honest.
I love this guy's horns.
Yeah, they're cool.
He's just cool in general.
Let me
He's
just-
smoldering.
He's smoldering.
Mm-hmm.
What's on his arm?
He has
Bracelets.
ornate golden bracelets.
Is his hand just sticking through his little thing?
Yeah, it's like in his toe.
Mini.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, his hand is sticking through the base.
Oh, okay.
I think I know what that is.
He looks familiar.
You got the feet.
He got the feet, he got tail.
The
So really
hands.
big sexy.
One of the extremists.
Let's fucking go.
But yeah, tension and fun aside, I guess we will deal with the assassin next week. Thank you all for joining us. It has been a wonderful time.